This is a continuation of our Jeep. There's a little bit of mice remnants. We're going to take care of that, and I'll raise it up and show you some of the damage underneath, but it'll all be taken care of. Quite a bit of wear on those spark plugs. Nothing real bad, just some maintenance. We're going to flush the cooling system. We're doing a check on it right now. We already put this battery in here. We had done this. I was kind of looking at the wiring down here. Nothing too terrible. See if it'll focus on there. See if we can get real. There we go. There is a little spot right in there. I don't know if that pointer shows up on there. And the little spot right there we're going to have to fix. So nothing too bad there. That's worked out pretty good. Air filter in it's brand new. Like I said, we're going to flush the cooling system. Is going to get a full set of tires on here, brand new. We're not going to do anything used. From the time it kind of was sitting, we definitely are going to go through the brakes very extensively. Going to flush the fluid, definitely rotors and pads. In the rear, the shoes are getting pretty thin. Want to give you kind of a look of the interior. I have the key on engine off. We're doing a code scan on it right this second, so that's why all the lights are lit up in it. But the interior is in pretty nice shape. I think it's got a little over 100,000 miles on it. It is a front-wheel drive only unit, so bear with me as we come around to the back here. There's a little bit of a wrap on here. This will be removed. It'll just be a black car by the time we're done. Back seat's in very nice shape. Got a little bit better shot of the front. Like I said, we're going to go through the set of tires on here. It's also going to get a rear brake job. Hopefully it shows in here. The rear shoes are just really thin. I'm going to go through those pretty thoroughly with shoes, hardware, and wheel cylinders. Obviously a coolant flush on it, or a brake fluid flush on it. As we come to the back here, kind of open up the back portion of it. Very, very nice and clean. There's been quite a bit of just sitting with this vehicle, so we're taking care of quite a bit of that actually. So as we come around to this side, similar situation. Bear with me as we kind of raise it up. Like I said, the tires weren't terrible, but they just sat and dry rotted, and that's really been the biggest issue with the vehicle so far, is it's just sat. We do have a wheel speed sensor issue with the right rear. We're going to have to do some diagnostic work on there, figure out what's going on with it. I don't think that's going to be anything terribly big. We may end up having to put a hub and a sensor in there, just due to sitting and corrosion, etc. So just bear with me as we raise this thing up. I can show the rotor damage. I do have some check engine light issues, but it was pretty obvious where it was coming from. So similar deal here. This is a little bit better way to look at it. That's how thin the shoe is. So that'll all be taken care of. Kind of give you a nice look underneath here. Right here, hopefully it comes through. We have quite a bit of mice damage, and so that's where a lot of my check engine light issues are coming from. So that will get a new downstream and more than likely upstream sensor as well. So nothing terribly bad, but we're going to go through it pretty thorough and get that thing straightened out if it'll focus, and get that all taken care of. And then we will test drive and retest from there. But that's the latest on our Jeep project.